Played on the day. Ooh, Queensland government. Oh, well, of course, it's an Australian game. Aboriginal and should be aware the game may contain the names of people who've passed away. Interesting. It actually has a warning. Is this going to show up on my screen? What is happening? There it goes. Ooh. Drop Bear Bites would like to acknowledge the Wadawurrung. I think that's my area. Lutherita Turbo Wuring. I can't say these names properly, but the people, the traditional custodians of the lands on which this game is made, and we pay our respects to the elders past, present, and emerging. For any of you that don't know, for those of you who are not Australian, that is a traditional sort of welcome to country, it's called, that is done. It's done every meeting, every event, as a way to show respect to the traditional owners of the land here in Australia. And obviously, that covers quite a lot. I feel like, pretty sure that first one is my area. It's bad that I don't know that off by heart, but... Yeah, that's my local area. Or it covers a huge area. But yeah. So the Wadawurrung people are like the traditional landowners of where I am currently streaming from. So yeah. That's really cool they add that. That's, yeah. I like that. Show unavailable moral choices? That's interesting. You can show the unavailable moral choices, unavailable dialogue options, moral compass movement preview. Use the Noongar calendar. Wow. Holy shit, that's cool. I'm gonna turn it all down a little bit. Follow the player. Okay. Cool. Let's get into this. This is Broken Roads. I have unavailable moral choices on by default. If they were available, I wouldn't be around today. Alright, let's see. Let's see what this is. Drop Bear Bites. Hell yes.
My nan called it the end of time.
This is still loud,
Dad
but that's
called
okay.
it a waste of good beer. Me, I called it another day in bloody paradise. It's been 100 years, more or less, since society had its last hurrah. We've rebuilt, sometimes better, sometimes worse, with nothing but hard yakka and the sweat off our backs. There's been bloodshed too, of course. People who will always be willing to kill for what they didn't earn. But that's not most of us. We're the farmers, the brewers.
Getting some stutters.
The people who keep this great land connected, one town at a time. So you survive. You make do.
Cat.
You live with tough choices and you don't look back. Because the next town is 200 kilometres away, and mate, you passed the last refuge 3 days ago.
And mate...
There's no good or evil, no right or wrong. Only the path you choose to travel down these.
Does that say Kalgoorlie? Ah! That's funny. Oh, I'm still getting stutters. It's gotta be my computer, right? Like, no way there's this many games that are getting stuttering on my system. It's gotta be me. It's gotta be my computer. Welcome to the Steam demo of Broken Roads. We're delighted to present the current state of the game, but there's still some time before release. This experience and many gameplay elements will be subject to change over the coming months. We'd love to hear your feedback. Every bug you find will help us make a better game. Okay. Now quit reading this rubbish and get stuck into it. You grew up... Oh! Oh, there's origin stories! There's origin stories. Okay. 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 So we have to choose hired gun, but there's Jackaroo. You were a lost pup. Your parents ditched you at a remote station when you were an infant, and you were lucky the station manager found you. The Australian night would have killed you. She brought you in, the station hands took to you, and you became kind of a mascot to them. You grew up with tools, and you can fix most simple machines. Interesting. Barter crew? Surveyor? Okay, so I have to do hired gun. Awareness, perception and insight, affects range damage, accuracy, critical hit chance, dodge, and helps avoid ambushes. Strength, starting skills, you start with a shooting mastery. Opportunist. Help yourself to a free swipe at enemies doing a runner. Chance to make an attack on enemies moving out of melee range. Interesting. Kalgoorlie. Yeah, I was about to say that's on the other side. Cool. So, hired gun. Appearance. Okay, I'm gonna say it's a little rude that the women are all automatically shorter than the guys. Come on now. Yeah, it's more north. I knew someone that lived up there. Apparently I can't name myself empty. No. I mean, I could. Let's go her. Well. Morality. Introduction to the moral compass. Uh-oh! Moral compass shows a 360-degree view of possible dialogue options, attitudes you can hold, and decisions you can make throughout your journey. It is divided into 4 parts: utilitarian, nihilist, Machiavellian, and humanist. Oh my god, can we get... Oh, this needs... Okay. With the golden arc representing your worldview, often overlapping different quadrants. Where a decision lies is not always clear-cut, and the borders matter. It's entirely possible to be a utilitarian focused on the greater good for all, which will suit options in that quadrant close to the humanist border. Likewise, you can be within the utilitarian quadrant, but tending far more to focus on the interests of your own group, with decisions tending towards the Machiavellian border. Broken Roads doesn't reduce things to simple right or wrong or good and evil, and this is reflected in how you can handle the scenarios you face on your journey. Holy shit. I'm already sold. I haven't even played anything. The golden arc in the center represents your worldview. Each decision you make can affect your position on the compass, rotating the worldview slightly towards the decision you have made. At the center of the compass are the brightly illuminated areas of moral tendencies, which allow your character to make lower-level moral decisions or expressions of ideas that would otherwise fall outside of their worldview. Note that the further a decision is from the center of your worldview, the larger the impact it will have on shifting it. Plus, the more decisions you make close to the center of your worldview, the more narrow-minded you will become. Ooh! Allowing you to make higher-level decisions. Conversely, selecting a wider range of choices will make you broad-minded, often allowing more options, but making certain higher-level decisions and moral traits, perks unique to characters of a particular alignment that can affect dialogue and combat skills, unavailable. Holy shit. 4 moral quadrants. Humanist. Each person's dignity matters most. I choose all meaning and thus what matters, but what is inalienable is that every person has worth. For the humanist, each person's dignity matters most simply through existing as a being experiencing the world. Utilitarian, everyone's happiness combined. matters most. The greatest good for the greatest number. I believe that everyone's happiness combined matters most and thus can justify causing harm or suffering depending on the outcome. Machiavellian, my group matters most. The ends justify the means if it favors our pursuit and maintenance of power. As a Machiavellian, my group matters most regardless of the cost to others. Nihilist, I matter most. Given there's nothing outside of each individual human experience, nothing ultimately matters, and that doesn't bother me. Thus, for the Nihilist, I matter most. This is so cool. I haven't even started the actual gameplay, and I'm like, I wouldn't even care at this point. Like, oh, holy shit. Okay, here we go. Don't bother him, Watson. You just picked up a job to escort a captured thief. You get to talking, and he tells you the sad tale of how he came to be captured. Sounds like he was not really the perp, and actually makes a pretty good case for his innocence. He begs you to free him. Let him go free. You'll argue his case and at least prevent an innocent man from enduring mob justice. There will always be more jobs down the track. You've been paid to do a job and you plan to see it through. Despite his appeal and potential innocence, prioritize your reputation and ensure you get paid. Promise him you'll plead his case. It doesn't serve anyone's interest to execute an innocent man, and it doesn't serve yours if he is in fact guilty. The best you can do is assure justice and your rep stays intact. Tell him to make you an offer. You won't get the other half of your pay if you get to Brookton without him, and if you help him escape, your reputation as a hired gun could take a hit. I seem to be falling into the utilitarian here. Interesting. After a series of raids on caravans passing near your home, you put together a scouting party. You've caught a bandit leader and one of his raiders. The leader pleads for release, pledging to comply with your terms. Do you free him? Execute them both on the spot. Better not to have that kind of headache. Take him back to town to stand trial. This is not your call to make. Escort them far away, warning that if you catch them here, they're dead. Here again, they're dead. Tell him that you'll let one of them go free, him or his raider, and he gets to choose which one lives. A nearby townstead has a new chief, and he's starting to flex his muscles. He sends an envoy with a threat. Pay tribute or suffer his wrath. He clearly has the military strength to back it up. Do you pay? If he thinks you can take it, let him come. You're not scared of his threats. Negotiate with the envoy and escort him back. Concealed, your top fighters follow. In town, publicly execute the envoy, displaying his head on a spike. Warn the others to surrender their chief or face the same fate. Damn. Send scouts to see if he can enforce his demands. If he can, pay up. If he can't, send him a mocking reply and dare him to come take it. Send an envoy in return and try to negotiate with the new chief. War hurts everyone, and maybe we can work out. Oh, okay. I seem to be like very utilitarian in like what I want, but I'm also kind of like, I kind of like the nihilist option here as well. Actually, probably humanist. See if he can actually back it up, then sure. All right, let's go humanist. A child in the village has started showing symptoms of the plague. The town chose to quarantine him and his family, but you caught him sneaking out of the house to play with the other kids. What now? Let him go with a warning. If he's contagious, you're all infected now too. If he's not, no harm done. Rally some neighbors and evict the entire family from town. Make an example of their carelessness. Send him back to his house under careful guard. The whole family will have to leave town if they continue to put everyone at risk. Return him to his house and explain to the family what will happen to the town if they are infected. Make them see reason. You've been captured by people who've clearly gone mad, finding yourself in a pen alongside a Dew farmer you've met before, a mercenary stripped of his weapons, and a terrified young family. The captors assemble a massive pyre, indicating their intent for a twisted sacrifice. Noticing a guard's distraction, you're certain you can escape on your own, but every person you bring with you increases the chance you'll get caught. Take advantage of the distraction to try and get everyone out, saving as many as you can. Slip away on your own, the others will simply have to fend for themselves. Convince the merc to come with you. The Dew Farmer will likely find his own way out, but the family will be nothing but a liability. Get the family out first, the other captives should be able to handle themselves. Yeah, geez. You've got an interesting story about the scenario, which the one I just did. You've discovered a cache of pre-apocalypse supplies in an abandoned farmhouse. You can't carry it all back on your own, so you enlist a few friends from town to help. When you return to the cache, you find a group of emancipated scavengers in the process of looting the place for themselves. Do you let them take the supplies? No way. Threaten the scavengers, and if they don't hand over the supplies, kill them. Let them take the supplies, but secretly follow them back to their home. Once there, you can loot their other goods and kill them all. Let them go. They're starving and clearly need the supplies more than you do. Plus, they had no way of knowing you found them first. Tell them you found the place first and offer to split the takings. Better to get less than you wanted than to spill blood or get nothing at all. A friend of mine, as white a man as you can imagine, his brother-in-law is an indigenous elder, and my mate goes up there periodically to live in the community. Cool. Anyway, one trip he witnessed a young fellow doing a transition to adulthood. The young guy was told to go to the top of a nearby mountain hill and listen. Upon his return, if he understood the lesson, he was considered a man, right? I think I prefer to go... here. Thank you. Please enjoy playing through your origin story. So I'm... I fall right here. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting! Very interesting. Attributes and skill trees. There are 6 attributes in Broken Road: Strength, Agility, Resolve, Awareness, Intelligence, and Charisma. Attributes are the basis from which skills and other statistics are derived. Each skills tree's starting values are calculated from 2 attributes: Fortitude, Temperance, and Wisdom. Each origin story comes with its unique bonuses. For Hired Gun, those are +1 to Strength and Awareness, +10 to Shooting Mastery, and +5 to Opportunist. In the example to the right, with 8 in Resolve and 13 in Awareness, all skills in the Temperance tree start off at 21. Shooting Mastery has a bonus of 10 from the Hired Gun's background. In combat, movement points are derived from Agility and Strength, while action points are determined by Agility and Intelligence. Keep that in mind when distributing. Right. Movement points, Agility and Strength, action points, Agility and Intelligence. Okay. One of the unique skills in Broken Roads is the ability to have a punt, essentially taking a risk on something uncertain. The player character has a pool of punt points they can draw on if they need to attempt a skill check that they fall just short of, or if they want to increase the accuracy of a particular attack in combat. So my mate asked permission to go up afterwards. He went up there and he could hear a droning whistle. He followed his ears and found a cave, which is what was causing the whistle. Inside the cave were human bodies. He came back to the community and asked for clarification what he found. In short, when white men came to the region, they brought diseases that the indigenous had never experienced. They got incredibly sick. Rather than risk the rest of the tribe, they isolated themselves from the tribe and subsequently died. The tribe comes first. That was the lesson. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's incredible. Wow. Yep. We, white people are not very nice. Sometimes. During dialogue, active skill checks, which fall within the range of your character's skills, and punt points will be displayed with a unique icon alongside the text. This will allow you to spend punt points for a chance to succeed at a task that you would otherwise be unable to perform. Punt is derived from Charisma, plus any additional points added to the punt skill. Each additional skill point doesn't directly equal 1 additional punt point, however. Skills attain different effects whenever a threshold is reached. In this example, the character has a rank 2 punt skill. Increasing their punt from 32 to 50 would place them at rank 3, and so on. Right. Okay. Cool. So, hired gun. Shrug off damage like a brick shithouse. Oh my god, I love it. Stealth is not available in the demo. Flow state is not available in the demo. Interesting. And Sage. Interesting. Throwing. Chuck stuff further and more accurately. Help yourself take a free swipe. Melee Master. Deadeye. Take the time to line up your shot. Oh, I do like that. Drunken Master. You can handle your liquid courage and use it in a scrap. Vigilance. Keep your finger on the trigger and your eyes down the sight. You know what makes people tick physically. A skill that interacts with and enhances the punt system. Increases positive outcomes. Enough punting to put you on a rugby team? Hell yeah. I'll take more of the leadership skill, actually. I'm gonna make him a tank. Make her a tank. Let's go. Alright. Start your journey. That's really, really cool. So interesting. I haven't even started the game yet. How long have I been at this? Like, oh shit. At least 20 minutes, yeah. It'd be so much worse when I actually have, like, more choices.
You made it. Good. My name's Jake Anderson, and this here's Bally Hall.
The sandy-haired man's face is sunbeaten and craggy, a testament to a life lived in the bush. Truth to tell, wasn't sure you'd make it. Between the wildlife and the attacks we've seen, thought you might have met with some misadventure.
Right. So the job's simple, and the pay's good. You'll ride along to Kokeby with a couple of my scouts as security for Cole, the engineer fixing our radio. In Kokeby, you'll be meeting Mick, the mayor of Brookton, and escorting them both back home.
It's an easy job, not expecting much trouble, but better safe than sorry, yeah? He doesn't wait for an answer. I wonder if this is a bug, if it's supposed to all be, or if it's only partly voiced. Let me introduce you round. Ella's over here, she's my second. He pauses. My cousin, too. Her and her sister, Mad, who's keeping watch from the crow's nest. Don't get on their bad sides.
New blood, eh, Jake?
The rangy woman's face is careworn and sunbeaten. She looks you up and down and raises an eyebrow. Hired gun for the trip to Kokeby. Figured it couldn't hurt, the situation being what it is, eh? Gonna be with you, so maybe you can give the tour. Oh, it's the game. I was like, what is that? It's base in the game. Gonna be with, so maybe you can give it a tour. That would be good. Cheers. Don't need a minder. Pleasure to meet you. She seems surprised. Is it? We'll see how you feel when you've spent some time with us. I'm sure your sparkling personality will shine through and you'll win a place in her heart in no time, Ella. That's me, noted heartbreaker and charmer. She's so deadpan, she almost seems serious. You fancy seeing the place, meet the colorful locals? I had a few questions first. She sighs and crosses her arm. Alright, let's have them. What's the biggest danger on the road? Likely a bandit or two, but most steer well clear when they see we've got guns. She considers for a moment and grudgingly says, it'd be good to have you with us if things go sideways. Why is Bally Hall your base? Been in the family for generations, yeah? We've hunkered down here since before the gone away.
No, Robin, what happened?
Boo.
Are you ready? Are you working the brain for tomorrow? You like prepared? You like prepared? How are you? Thank you for the resub for 10 months. Hi. We're playing demos. This is an Aussie one. It's actually very, like, I'm already impressed and I've only literally just started playing it, so. My brain is completely clocked out, so in other words, yes, I'm ready. Excellent. We'll be solving those puzzles like that. It'll be great. It'll be fine. We've totally got this. Oh. It's a good spot, close enough to the towns that we can reach them, far enough away they don't bother us. And the barely human predators out in the bush, they know not to fuck with us too. Good sight lines from the crow's nest up there, up on top of the hall, and we know the land hereabouts like a lover. No one's creeping up on us. Jake seems like he's in charge. Where does that put you? She stares at you for a moment, second in command and happy to be there. Jake's smart, experienced, and a great leader. We've all got a lot to learn from him. Okay. What do you give to the sub? Yeah, Geek, Woody went a little nuts the other night. Nearly broke me. Nearly. Not quite. Everyone was being very generous and nice, and it was just kind of had a rough week up until that point, and that kind of was a lot. But yes, Woody was incredibly generous. What can we expect in Kokeby? People looking to offload their junk onto the next sucker. Barter crews hitting the piss and chewing each other's ears off, mostly. Good spot for dew farmers, fuel scabbies, and whoever else brings their wares. Old rail crossing that's become the main way station this side of Meriden. Generally pretty boring, but it's paying work, so. Yeah, it was. It was really sweet. It was lovely. It was very nice. I don't know if I deserve it, but it was very nice. It was very sweet. I got the shakes from it. I started getting the shakes. I was like, everyone needs to stop. It's too much. Can't handle it. Tell me more about these others. So you've already met the boss. That leaves Jonesy, Dreamer, and Mad. May as well say hi to Cole too, seeing as you'll be escorting him. She shrugs. Your choice of who you want to go talk to first. Ready? Should I ask all the questions? Who's Jonesy? She nods towards what looks like a makeshift training area where a hooded man is arranging mannequins and bottles. Handles blades and small arms. Tough guy.
Blades and small arms. Tough guy.
So some of it voiced and some not?
His dad's the mayor of Brookton. Mick, you'll meet him later today.
I feel like I want to ask that question. Is this all supposed to be voiced?
My sister. She does a bit of mechanic work from time to time and keeps things running smoothly here. Never really seemed to take to people very well. Or maybe people never really took to her. You'll see for yourself soon enough.
Anyway, she's part of the crew, but don't take it personally if she doesn't want to be pals. Weird. I don't know.
Brookton boy. He fixed up our tow truck and keeps the radio systems in order. Kind of the go-to fixer for anything Mad can't do.
Throwing me a little bit, but that's okay.
Decent enough engineer. Talks a lot, though. Just shut him up if you feel like it. That's Mishti. Wet behind the ears, only 18 years old, but a mad talent for negotiating. She saved us some bullets and bandages for sure. Call her Dreamer, because she has big ideas of crossing the Nullarbor and seeing the world.
Oh, the Nullarbor.
Right now, she's busy sorting through inventory and storage, just past the hall. Probably never dreamed of that. Let's
All right.
go.
Interesting. Hold on a second. No, it's fine. I'll just, I'll continue. A moment. Oh, okay. I can pull out here. People always want to leave their mark regardless of how hard it is to read. Oh, I have to, like, ooh, pull the... Start with Mads. He gestures to the roof of the hall. Look up there in the crow's nest. That's my sister Mad. She'll be staying behind when the rest of us range out on our jobs later.
Mad. New hired gun. Going to be coming with
Oh,
Mishti
good
and me
too.
to Kokobee.
Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed some of the demos. Go get some sleep. The woman in the watchtower wears drab brown clothes, loose and comfortable. Her face is hard, her build muscular. She looks like she wrestles ruse for fun. She scowls down from the makeshift turret. Good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, my former flatmate, she drove across when we moved to Victoria. You babysitting Ella, or is she sitting you? I'm not much of a sitter, to be honest. I'm a good teammate, though. I figure I'll follow her lead. I'll keep an eye on her for you. I figure I'll follow her lead. So she's sitting you, then. She snorts up an impressive wad of phlegm and spits it an equally impressive distance. Mind you don't wander into danger. I'd hate to know she was risking her neck for you. She snorts. Like I'm the one who needs a sitter, Mad. Wasn't so that long ago I was changing your nappies. Okay. Fuck you, Ella. She says it without rancor. Hey, before you go, new kid. I need you to make sure the perimeter is secure before you all head out. Don't want any unpleasant surprises. What do you need? Not going to run your mouth, then? We'll get along fine. She chews her lip for a moment, studying the fence and points. I want you to walk a circle around the outside of the fence. Check it for holes. If a dingo can fit through, call it out and we'll patch it up. No need for you to get your precious hands dirty. Just need your eyes. Just walk the fence? Too easy. Yep, pretty hard to fuck up, so don't. Now go on, get moving. She settles back in her chair, her eyes scanning the horizon.
That's all we're gonna get out of her. Come on, let's go.
Do I go talk to everyone else first before I do, I guess? Journal. The order of things. Yeah, when you want to meet everyone. Side quests? Investigate the east side. Ooh. Guys, there's side quests. Oh god. Oh, good mischief. Let's check the fence line. Before we talk to anyone else. Let's check the fence line. Oh, this is the fence line. Hold on. Hold on. Do I have to go on the inside of the fence or the outside of the fence? Nice of the scouts to have a place where you can go to let one rip. Just make sure you're unaccompanied. Oh my god. Do I have to go around the outside of this or inside? Oh, here we go. Feel like... Is there any holes that I need to be worried about? Hey, here's something. Ella stops to inspect a small hole in the fence. Bloody thing's fallen apart. Matt'll need to patch this one up properly. She shouts over the fence. Oi! Mishti, you hear me? Tell Matt she's got a proper patch-up job to do out here, would you? No, she's gonna love that. Okay, let's move. Need to do a thorough check of the whole fence before we're done. Let's go. I'm sold. I just want to play this game now. Like, I'm sold. We'll be playing this on release. You notice a piece of corrugated iron board coming loose. Found something. What? Looks like a loose spot over there. She takes a closer look at where you're pointing. Nice find. Reckon a new bolt or two is all she needs. Thing's been patched up since... well, since before, I reckon. Might be there's not even a single piece of the original wall still here. Wall remains so. Let's keep moving. Hold up! She stops and motions to a section of nearby fence. A small pile of dirt is next to a shallow hole. Looks like someone's been trying to dig their way in. Raiders? She can't keep from laughing. Mate, nobody comes looking for shit here. These are fucking dingoes trying to make their way in. Bastards been coming non-stop since Mishti let her chooks roam around. She lets out another short laugh. We'll be sure to let you know if any raiders come by, though. Well, I reckon that's enough to keep Mad off her ass while we're away. Nice work. Boy, Mad, found 3 lovely jobs for you. Should keep you from falling asleep while we're gone. Mad snarls something unintelligible and turns away again. Well, your eyes work and you can follow instructions. So far, so good. Right, let's head back and check in with the others. Cole's got to be done by now. Well, haven't actually met everyone yet. I did the side quest first. You never always do the side quest before you do the main quest, because otherwise you might miss things. Alright. No, he was down here. Somewhere. Yeah. This dude. Here.
Name's Jonesy, mate. Who are you?
Jonesy! Tanned, hooded man is busy cleaning a gun as you approach. He looks you up and down quickly, professionally, and back to his weapon. Jake hired her to give us a hand on the way to Kokobi. She's pretty new to life. Got tips for her? New gun for the good guys, eh? Glad to hear it. You ever used your weapon on a person before? Not yet. Hoping I don't have to. Bad news, mate. You chose the wrong line of work for that. Especially if Jake hired you. Means he's worried about something. He looks you up and down more carefully, but he wouldn't have done it if he didn't see something in you.
So my advice is this. Time comes to throw down. Don't blink. None of the Deros out in the bush would. It's them or you. I made the mistake of trying to be kind once.
Pulls down the top of his shirt to show a nasty scar running across his chest. Here's how she repaid me. He shakes his head sadly. When they've sunk that low, the only hope for them is hot lead. Ooh, and now I have a humanist and utilitarian. Surely we can find a way to help them. What if we organized supply drops so they weren't so desperate? Maybe they could help rebuild. I don't need to pick one of these. I think in this moment I'm just saying, hell, that's a good cure for just about anyone. He flashes a quick, fierce grin. You'll do fine out here, new kid. Hate to ruin this heady discussion, but I'm supposed to keep squiring our friend here around. You and Jake are headed back to Brookton after Alderside, yeah? Yeah, gonna swing by and see me old man. Gotta update him on the kill count. Oh. This, like, adjusts things. Kill count, is that really necessary? Building a fearsome reputation, huh? Nice. Kill count, sure, if that's your thing. Gotta break a few eggs to make that new world cake. I think I'm kind of like, kill count, is that necessary? He stares at you coldly. Yeah, it is. It lets the people of Brookton know I've got their backs, and he can spread the word around other places. Let everyone know that Brookton is protected.
Don't let him fool you. Under that bloodthirsty exterior lurks, well, the heart of a killer. But under that, not a bad guy. Not if he's on your side. Well, unless you're a farmer. Then you should lock up your wife and daughters. Livestock, too.
Ah, you know me so well, Ellie. Except the livestock thing. No one can prove that.
He turns to you and points his thumb over his shoulder at her. Watch out for her. She's secretly not always mean. Psst, bullshit. I've made of mead. Anyway, like I said, we gotta keep moving. You have anything more to talk to Jonesy about? What's your story, Jonesy? He shrugs. Merchant parents, murdered by raiders when I was tiny. Mick took me in and raised me in Brooktown. I joined the Scouts. I like what they do. Been here for a decade now, like my adopted family. Yeah, Ella? Like getting an annoying kid brother. Exactly. Got any good stories about the other Scouts? He opens his mouth, glances at Ella, who's staring daggers at him, and snaps it shut again. Nope. How long have you been at this villain-killing business? 10 years or so. Made a pretty good dent in their population, too. How about a little target practice? For sure, let's get on it, and you can show us what you've got. Get stuck into it. Okay. What do I do? Oh. Oh. Optimal range. Different weapons are more effective depending on the distance from the target. Pistols and shotguns work well up close. Rifles for medium distance and sniper rifles better from a little further away. Experiment with different weapons at varying distances to work out optimal range. Okay. Not enough action points. Oh, good geek. Have a good one. Catch you later. Missed. Interesting. Hey, Cap. Enjoy your lurk. Mr. Trips. Interesting. Back with more coffee. Very nice. I figured. Critical. Interesting. Injured, okay. Miss. Interesting. Wow. Melee weapons. When using a melee weapon from a distance, if the target is reachable, your character will approach them. Okay. I can't shoot. Not enough action points. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I guess because when you swap, you lose a point. Yeah, the music's good. Miss. Ugh. Alright. Not bad, mate. Good to have you on board. Hey, Ellie, you might not be the resident sharpshooter much longer. She says nothing, but gives Johnsy the most tired of your shit stare you've ever seen. She's such a charmer. Alright, interesting. We got 2 more to meet. Dreamer was over here. Have a chat with her. Yeah, I'm very confused about the voices. I feel like I want to ask the question if it's supposed to be all voiced or if it's a bug that's causing it to not be all voiced. She raises her hand to the young woman as you approach her. Dreamer, give the fresh meat away, will ya?
Fresh meat? For dinner? You know I gave up human flesh, Ella.
Gives you a
I'm
wide
Misty.
smile.
They call me Dreamer.
Pleased to meet you. She feigns shock. Oh my, I haven't seen manners like that since I left Meriden? You're a beacon of civilization. She beams. Mate, it's a pleasure to meet you. Working with these Darrows all day can be rough. She growls. Darrows? You chose to join the Scouts. You're as dirty as the rest of us now, City Slicker. It's clear she's got a soft spot for Dreamer. Hey, Reagan. Yeah, it's weird that sometimes there's voices and sometimes there's not. Like, I don't mind. I'm just trying to get, like, an understanding. Like, especially because it's a demo. I'm like, oh, is this supposed to be happening? Is it not?
Anyway, my job here, such as it is, consists of 2 main gigs. What I do best is convince people to save their bullets. I diffuse fights, make sure people get along, keep their blood inside their skins. The other job? Cleaning up this mess.
How'd you wind up out here? Oh, that's a story all its own. Are you sure you want to hear it? Let's have it. You asked for it. She settles back and strokes her chin. Alright, picture a young Mishti growing up behind the walls of Meriden. Now picture young Mishti, already a dreamer, learning the world existed in all its boundless wonder outside those walls. Now, she wasn't a bad kid, but she wanted more out of life than the city could give her, so she took every opportunity she could find to learn about the world. At age 8, she decided it was time to see it on her own. She shrugs, embarrassed. The guards brought her back home and told her parents they'd caught her trying to sneak out. They punished her, of course. The world's a dangerous, scary place for city folk. But they couldn't stop her, and by the time she was 15, they gave up trying. Instead, they started looking for a way to make sure she'd be safe. No mercenary work with hunters and collectors, not for their precious girl, but where to turn. Remain silent. Turns out my mum had some friends out York way and she sent them a message. Did you know anyone who could teach a wild child real bushcraft? She takes a swig of water. Jake came out to meet me himself. Parents had already made inquiries, as they do, verified his credentials. He came by every couple of months after that to check up on me, see how my studies were going. A few months ago, after I turned 18, he asked my parents if he could take me on full-time as his apprentice. I was halfway out the door before he finished the sentence. She gestures around. Had my share of scrapes with danger out here. Wouldn't have it any other way. The way you described your job makes it sound like you're a negotiator.
Exactly right. If we're looking to get civilization rolling again, we can't just settle our problems by making more corpses.
I like her. Not mind you that some people don't deserve to be slapped around. She tries and mostly fails to put on a fierce face. And I'll be right there to hand some slaps out. Oh my god, I love her so much. There you go. Anything I can help with? That's really kind of you to ask. As a matter of fact, I could use a hand with a couple of things.
Last fella was a bit of a legend in his own lunchbox. Now he's dead. Better to know up front if someone's aim is a bit shit. Corpses aren't so great at self-improvement.
He turns around to survey the encampment. Let's see, I heard you practicing at the range, so that's sorted. Once you water the camels and clear out the scrub in their paddock, that should do it. That's all? Great. I have some other questions for you then. Of course. How's life here with the scouts? She breathes out a happy sigh. Bloody fantastic is what it is. No city walls, no neighbors, just clean, fresh air, and the wind for company. I don't have to worry about manners or not embarrassing Mum. I'm in charge of my own life and get to make my own rules. It's freedom is what it is. Ella snorts. Not so glamorous as all that. That shine will wear off soon enough, kid. She glances around. Unless you're carrying a torch for some other scout. She blushes. Dreamer blushes deeply. Oh, please. Oh, she's got a torch for someone. What's the best part about being a scout? She shoots a glance at Ella. The company? She smirks. Nah, kid. It's being out here. Limitless possibility, yeah? I'm still learning the ropes, mind you. Fresh as a lamb.
Yeah, thanks for that. But when I learn enough to manage on my own, I'm going to see if I can make my way across the Nullarbor. See what's on the east coast. I hear it's paradise.
Anything in the bush I should know about? She shrugs. Get the odd bush ranger here and there. Disputes between farmers. Some strange buggers wandering in from the wild. The drought's really making people desperate. Nothing we can't handle. You'll be fine. We do like her. Yeah. Alright, that's all for now. Okay. Clear the scrub from the camel paddock and refill the water in the bathtub. Alright, let's do it. Gotta... I don't know where that is. Ah, camels. Camels over here. Hey, Chooks. Buddies. What are we doing here? Didn't it say I was supposed to do something here? I'm confused. Hi. Huh. I've never been on a camel ride, no. Actually. I have not. Huh. Oh, bathtub? Here's bathtub.
There's only a small amount of grimy water left in the tub. Those camels are going to need something to drink. And soon.
Oh, the narrator's so good.
You quickly fill the tub, providing clean drinking water for those noble beasts. You're already a real hero. What a hoot.
Okay, I need to ask about the voices, because I'm like... Man... Surely... Oh, here's the scrub. Here, this.
This scrub looks like it's invading the camel's enclosure and they're having trouble resting without getting pricked.
I love it.
It wouldn't take you long to clear it out. The job only takes a few minutes and the paddock is cleared. The scouts will no doubt be happy with your handiwork.
I love it so much. I love it. I just need to figure out about the voices. But even they sound it. They do sound Australian. I mean, it's like Queensland, sponsored by Queensland, and all of the areas that they thanked, it was a lot of different areas within Australia. So I feel like we're pretty safe to say it's all Australian. How's the work treating you? Let's talk about those jobs you sent me to do. Yeah, of course. What's up? I finished everything.
That's bloody fantastic! Great work, mate. I definitely owe you one. Remind me at the pub later on, would you?
I actually know people that sound like this.
Here you go. You've saved me a ton of trouble. Anything else today? Later.
Like, I know people that sound like that. It's so funny. It's so funny. Alright, this is the last guy I needed to talk to. Ella calls out to a young man elbow deep in a pile of electronics. Oi, Cole! The gangly young man hurriedly wipes his hands on his coverall when he sees you. His carrot orange hair flops over his eyes and he gives you a broad grin.
Cole, meet your new protector. We need extra muscle for our trip to Brookton, given Jake and Jones here headed down Alderside way to see why they're so quiet. Hired this one on to keep an eye on you.
He actually gives a thumbs up. That's bloody fantastic. I'm just about done with the repeater array here and should be powering up with the solar panels in no time. Get you scouts back up and on the network in a jiffy. It'll all get sorted once I can hit the marketing Kokobeam. She holds up a hand. Steady there, Christmas. I was just making an introduction. One thing at a time. You raise Alderside yet? Oh, crikey. No, not yet. That's why I mentioned Kokobee. See, your modulator's shot, and I don't have a spare, so it'll be a good thing we're headed up there. Once I get that modulator, everything else is golden, and you'll be right as rain. Boy, mate, bloody fantastic. Yeah, it's an Australian game. You got some proper, actual Australian stuff happening. Let Ella speak. She chews on her lip. Alright, how soon can you move out? Oh, anytime you're ready, really. She shoots you a look. We've still got some work to do for the scouts, but shouldn't take long. Oh, I know that feeling. Could be minutes, could be hours. I'll just take care of this then. He settles back happily. The scouts don't have a working radio then? Till we get this modulator sorted, might as well learn how to use passenger pigeons or reflecting mirrors or something. Mirrors are great in the daytime. Well, the sunny daytime. But kind of worthless at night. And cloudy days. So yeah, we need to get to Kokobee for a new part. When do you want to head out? Well, he steps back and looks at his tools, the radio, and the solar panels. I reckon whenever you're ready to go. I can clean up real fast. Meantime, I'll keep on working on projects around here. Got nothing really pressing later in Brooktown, I don't think.
We'll have plenty of time to chat on the way to Kokobee.
Yeah, it's great. 100%. Party management. Interesting. What do we got? Return to Jake. Okay. Hi, Jake.
Heard you having your chin wags with everyone. How you finding Ella? She's rough around the edges, but then we all are. It's why I like to have her squire people around. Anyway, what'd you think of the place?
Light stutter? Place is held up well. Decorate it yourself. He laughs. Bits and pieces, odds and ends. We're patching it up when we can. It's always good practice to keep supplies around, eh?
Anyway, if you're done with that, time to get Cole up to Kokobee. Like I said before, should be safe and easy. Once
Yeah,
you get
rapid.
there, meet up with Mick. He can be a real charmer. Or he can be a right bastard. He's a hard man, so it's best not to bullshit him. He's Jonesy's adopted dad, if that gives you...
Hey, Alina, how are you? You'll be going with him back to Brookton. Jonesy and me will meet you there once we finished up in Alderside. Anything else you need from Bally before we go? Do I have any questions? I'm doing good. We've been playing demos, and it's really good. We've had some good ones. We've had some good ones. Loads of fun with demos. Yeah. So, what have I played? I played Arctic. Oh, God. Why can I never remember the name of this? Arctic something? I can never remember. That's not good. Arctic. Where we going? Arctic Awakening. We had some issues with it, but they're still working on it. Actually, the developer got back to me and was like, your video was actually super helpful. We kind of can see where the issues are. Thank you for that. So they're still working on that. Story's good. It looks a lot like Firewatch. Looks very interesting. I'm keen to continue playing it once it comes out. We played Artificial, which is kind of like a puzzly environment puzzle kind of game. Good as well. I would definitely play that one. Also, I'm kind of curious as what kind of story that one has. It's interesting. Then we played Astronaut the Best, which was hilarious. Cannot recommend enough. And we just finished up Brass Heart, which was like a point-and-click one. That one had some audio issues. I'm hoping they fix before they actually release it. But yeah. Yeah, it's been good. And so this one is Broken Roads. Am I saying that? Oh my god. Yeah, I will, actually, Miss Joe. I will. And I'm going to put links to everything as well so that everyone knows what we've been doing and what we've been playing. This is excellent. This might be one of my favorites, so, yeah. I'll, because it's nice to, give people the chance to wishlist things as well. A few questions. Nah, I think we're good. Yep, we've wrapped up with Mishti and Mad Ass. Let's get moving. Okay, best of luck with everything. We'll meet you in Brookton once we're done. Jonesy, grab your gear. We're rolling out. Same, we're on the way then. She shouts to the other two. Cole, Dreamer, let's get on the road. You know the drill, Ella. Stay safe and don't be stupid. No wazzes, Jack. Sorry, Jake. No wazzes, Jake. None of the stupid leaked into the my side of the family tree. We're all set.
Ho! I would be deeply offended if I was smart enough to understand that, I'm sure. But look, keep your skin in one piece, yeah? And this goes double for you, Mishti. If you're outside the gate, don't let your guard down.
Turns to face you. You too, new kid. If all else fails, listen to Ella. She'll steer you right. Got it, Chief. See you later. Wonder how big this demo is.
You're not even an hour away from Bally Hall when you spot a makeshift cart on the road. A man lies motionless on the ground. A sobbing woman cradles his body.
You're back? Welcome back. Ella, are you seeing this? Dreamer, what do you think we should do? Say nothing. I'd be interested in playing this as well from like a Machiavellian standpoint at some point. I don't know if I could actually do it. I feel like I would just be like, no. Say nothing.
Heads up. Over there, behind the fence.
Oh no.
The young man, sitting off the side of the road, is rocking back and forth, a pistol held unheeded in one hand. Neither he or his mum appear to have noticed you, lost in their own personal tragedy.
Oh my god, did he shoot his own dad?
Things could get dicey. Hang back while we check this out.
You got it, boss.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well... Do we talk to the mum first, or do we talk to the kid with the gun? He's a solid 7. Would have been an 8, but for the hole in his chest. Oh my god. Wait. Seems like he'd be a good listener, though, on account of being dead. Oh my god! This game! Aussie humor all the way, though. What the crap. Very Australian humor, as far as that goes. Okay, do I talk to Mum? Or do I talk to the kid? Kid. Stay back.
Stay back!
Oh.
I've got a gun.
He points his pistol loosely in your direction. A mop of dusty brown hair hanging down into his eyes. He shakes his head to clear his vision. He can't be more than 18 years old. Yeah, what type? Machiavellian threaten him? Yeah, so have I. Why don't you put it down and we'll talk? Hold out your empty hands. I'm not here to hurt you. Just take a deep breath. You don't understand. His arms seem to lower of their own free will. I've just killed someone. He raises his arms again. They're shaking. I could kill you too. See, this is too far. So I can't choose this one. Because this is too far out of my moral, like my moral zone. So I'm unable to actually choose a Machiavellian standpoint at this point. Who was that man? Did he attack you? He scrubs his face with one hand. No, you've got it all wrong. He points the gun at you with renewed ferocity. I don't want to talk about it. Mishy takes a step towards him, hands up and empty. Hey, let's just have a chat, alright? Shoot him in the chest. He's too much of a threat, Dreamer. Shoot him in the chest. So Machiavellian, so this is like much more violent. Not violent, I shouldn't say that. Definitely more like shoot first, ask questions later, though. I feel like kind of a moral thing. Let her take the lead. It's okay, you can trust her. I'm gonna let her take the lead. We've all done things we regret, right? One split-second decision, it seems like it's all over. But it's not. You're still here. And that means you have a chance to make it right. You don't know what happened, what I did. He gestures wildly with the pistol. Ella's expression doesn't change, but she widens her stance. I killed him, my own dad. And all because he... She takes a step closer, ignoring the loaded pistol being waved in her direction. Hey, it's okay. What's your name? Remain silent?
I'm Will.
He's struggling, and just that clearly took a lot. You're not responsible for what your dad did, Will. Her voice is soft and sympathetic.
No, it wasn't like that. He asked me to. He said he was holding me and Mum back, that we'd never make it to Meriden at this rate, so he asked me to make sure she makes it, and
It's so upsetting.
I shouldn't even be alive.
Oh no. I shouldn't even be alive. Puts the pistol up and under his chin and closes his eyes. Reach out a hand to stop him, or rush him and try and wrench the gun. Oh god, what do we do? Oh, this is stressful already. This is so stressful. Rush him and try and... Do I rush him? Or shoot him in the leg? Or stop him? I think shooting him in... I don't know. I feel like shooting him isn't going to help. Guys. Or remain silent. Do I remain silent? I mean, Dreamer is doing a pretty good job here. Shoot in the leg? You reckon? I mean, it is just the demo. We can redo this when the game actually comes out. I've got 2 shoots in the legs. He screams and falls down, dropping the pistol to grab hold of his leg. You hear his mum's frantic cry from the road. He sprints over and drops to her knees beside him, putting her hands to his wound and applying pressure. She tears the sleeve off her shirt and wads it against the bleeding.
Mum!
He puts his head against her shoulder and sobs. Without hesitation, she kisses his hair, resting her chin on him as she grimly keeps her hands pressed to his leg. See? So, Cap, you may have been right. Keep silent. Ella picks up the pistol, checks the cartridge, and tucks it into her belt. He'll be safer without that around for now. We done here. Oh, I can't do that. I want to know what happened. Tough shit. It's not part of the job description. Now get moving. Interesting.
Cole, you ready? Let's go.
Oh god, really? Okay, I don't like that decision. I don't like that one.
Hey, you did good back there. It's nice to meet someone else who's willing to believe that a bullet to the head won't solve all the world's problems.
Okay, well, Dreamer's okay with it. Sometimes we make bad decisions, but it doesn't mean we have to keep making them. If saving one life means saving two, it's definitely worth doing. We're just all doing our best out here. Damn straight, and we did good today, all three of us. She grins at you, then removes her hand. Let's keep going. We're just leaving them, though? Okay. Sure, I guess. Like that. I don't like that we just leave, but I'm glad he didn't kill himself. Does anyone else feel like this is going to be a save scum kind of game for me?
Welcome to Kokeby Way Station. Now we've got Cole here. All we need to do is wait for Mick to arrive, then escort the two of them back to Brookton. He should be arriving any minute now.
Yeah, maybe.
Minute now.
Surprised I haven't done it already. It's a demo, it's okay. I'm just getting a feel for the game, but I mean, I'm sold already. I'm gonna be buying this and playing it when it comes out. I just need to check, are the voices supposed to be all voice acted or just partly? Because it's driving me nuts that some of them are and some of them aren't. I just need to have clarification. I'm going to check the radio tower and catch up with Dustin. He's usually got modulators up the wazoo. I'll be down there if you need me.
There he goes. Never a dull moment with Cole around.
She doesn't quite smile, but her face takes on a slightly softer edge. I'll introduce you to Tina. She runs this place. Good person to know if you're looking for work.
Oi, Tiny!
Yeah, cool. Where am I at? Alright. I might... Hold on. It's doing some autosaves. How much further do I want to go? Oh, I've got a bit of time, I guess. Yeah, I'll go a bit longer. I'll go a bit longer. Okay. Which one's tiny? This one.
Welcome to Kokeby, stranger.
The Erebus teenager in an outdated conductor's uniform salutes you neatly as you approach. A polished silver whistle swings on a chain at her hip. Tina, g'day. We're just here to pick up some parts for the radio, then we're headed down to Brookton with Mick and Cole. Thought we'd say hi while we're here. She gestures vaguely at you. This here's a hired gun. Jake reckoned we could use the extra hand. There, now you're introduced. Ella, Mishti, always a pleasure. She smiles, the dimples on her cheeks making her look even younger. Mick's not here yet, but you're just in time. Got a bit of a pest problem. I'm hoping you can see me clear. I like your uniform. Thanks. She gives you a delighted smile. I found it when I was cleaning out those trains for people to stay in. It was tucked away under a console in the cab like it was just waiting for me. Or was waiting just for me. She puts her arms out and does a spin to let you appreciate the uniform from every angle. Noah thought it suited me anyway. Who's Noah? Noah's my brother, but he's 4 years older than me, so he's more like a father. She chews on the inside of her cheek as she considers you. Yeah, you're probably about the same age. Where is Noah? Dunno. Signed up with the barter crew, haven't seen him since. He said something about sowing his wild oats. She falls quiet. Really hope he doesn't become a farmer, though. She fiddles with the whistle at her hip. He's beyond terrible with plants. Anyway, why do you care? I've got everything you need. Want to trade? Tell me more about your past problem.
Well, we hired a mercenary, Ian Mason, to help protect the town.
Ever since we hired him, he's been driving away business with that attitude of his. The problem is, he won't get lost. Claims we have a contract. She gives him the finger and keeps it up as he lazily extends his arm to do the same.
I want you to convince him to move on.
There's a kangaroo!
Try someone else. And to stop being such a fucking crybaby.
Her shout carries clearly in the shimmering air.
I'm a little girl and my big brother's not here.
He holds his fists in front of his face in a mocking imitation of a small child. This guy is wearing like a bag over his head.
Go sit on a rusty spike and rotate, you old filthy bastard.
He picks up a rock and pegs it at him. He dodges easily and laughs.
So yeah, I want him gone, thanks.
Love it. Are you in charge here? Yep. She pulls out a shining silver pocket watch and holds it up for you to see. Mount Kokeby is engraved on the front in fine handwriting around an embossed steam engine. Station Master's timepiece. She slips it back into the fob pocket of her pants and gives it a little pat. Anyone gives you grief, you come to me. I don't know what time it is, though. The spring's been busted for years. Alright, let's see what you got in stock. When browsing a shop, you may see a number in the top left corner of an item. To purchase one item of the stack, click and hold the right mouse button, and then drag it. Okay. This is our inventory. Tina's shop. Camel milk. Meat. Could be emu, could be roo, could be one of your mates. It all tastes like chicken, and sometimes it's best not to ask questions. Ha! Alright. I think we'll leave it for now. Go take care of Ian Mason.
To your problem-solving capacities.
Alright. Let's see, shall we? I don't know what this guy is doing with his weirdo... Is it just like for sun protection? Like what? See? It's wearing like a... like sun?
I'm busy.
He has a stance of someone who's seen other people with military training, but never been through it himself. He reeks of sweat, and his camo is obviously the wrong color for the surrounding terrain.
What do you want, sweetheart? Looking for a real man to show you how to use a gun?
His dreams, mate. What's your deal? My deal? He spares you an amused glance. My deal is that I'm the only thing standing between these bogans and a slow death in the sun. There'd be no Kokeby if I wasn't protecting the whole place. Everyone would be too scared to set up shop, like you and whoever else crawled out from under a rock to limp here. Actually, I'm pretty sure protecting the people and places around here is what we do. The merc ignores her. Yeah, he's one of those. Tina wants you to move on, mate. I don't give a fuck what Tina wants. She hired me, and I've kept my end of the bargain, protecting Kokeby. It's gonna take more than you and your two little nursemaids to change my mind. I can either go utilitarian. I can't make you leave, but you're wasting your talents here, don't you think? There are all kinds of places you'd be appreciated more, paid more. Or there's gotta be something you want, mate. What can we do to convince you? Do I go utilitarian, or do I go... Sure, let me know if you find one. I mean, Machiavellian is, you mean these highly trained deadly scouts? I can go get more if you think that'll make it a fair fight. Or the Nihilist, look, you don't want to die for these people, and I don't want to have to kill you over it, just walk away. Like, I can see why that would be a fun way to play this game, is be, like, more on this bottom end of the scale of, like, the moral, like, that moral compass. Rather than being, like, up here, be a lot more, like, down here. I think it'd be a fun way to play the game. So I can definitely see, like, replayability in this as well. Like, you play it through one way, and then you go, okay, and we're totally flipping that on its head, and now we're doing, like, completely different, like, moral compass to see outcomes. I don't know. I'll try utilitarian. He narrows his eyes and crosses his arms. He works his jaw and you can tell he's getting ready to bring out the big guns. I have a contract. A merc's word is his worth. I go back on that, I'll never work again. You'll never get work again if you're dead either. Interesting. How about we settle this the old-fashioned way? Give him 100. I can attack him. This only moves it slightly. Cut the crap. How much will it cost to make you disappear? If you keep treating these people like they're runny shit dribbling down your leg, they're going to band together and chase you out. Unfortunately, I can't do the humanist approach. So we'll go, you never work again. What? Oh, I've got 2. Interesting. So this one's too far out. Why is it you're making a damn good case for why the world would be better off without you? How are you going to protect all these people if you get yourself killed by running your mouth? His face curls up, scowling as he gets your meaning. Sounds like you're the one angling to get yourself killed. Look, mate, you're an asshole to everyone. Me, I've got the patience of a saint. Someone less patient would have pulled a gun on you by now. I'm gonna go humanist for this one. He lets out a genuine laugh. You find this lecturing strangers thing actually works? Piss off, I'm seeing out the end of my contract and getting paid. The smirk fades from his face and he pauses a second, considering. Look, the only way I'm leaving is if you pay out my contract. He jabs your shoulder for emphasis, hard enough to leave a bruise. $50 cash or that gun of yours, what'll it be? Do I just give him the $50? Like, it's better than initially, like, they were going to give 100 initially. I don't really want to get into a battle. Because he seems like he's the type that he'll just push back. Right? Like, that's what he's going to do. He's just going to push back. I think I'm just going to give him the 50.
All the same to me. Weak. Like the rest of them.
He sneers and walks away whistling. I'm okay with that. Like, I prefer to save my bullets for when I actually need it. No, I do have it. I did notice. I noticed it earlier. I had like 100 and something. It's my moral compass. Interesting. Interesting. Sorry, I'm like getting distracted. Party management. See, now I have $75.
G'day! What can I do for you?
Took care of the merc for you. Yeah, I saw. She grimaces. How much do you take you for? 50. Figures. She digs in a pouch underneath her jacket and passes you 2 dense rolls of coins. Here's your money back. I hope his next meal chokes him. Glad that's dealt with anyway. I'll be able to hear myself think once he's cleared out. Oh, so she pays us back. She lets out a sigh, all the tension draining from her body. Finally, I feel like this place is on the up and up. Thanks again, friend. She holds out her hand to shake yours. Shake her hand. Here's the beginning of a beautiful partnership. Your brother left you here all alone. I've been running Kokobee just fine without his help. Thank you very much. Her tone is crisp. He can stay gone for all I care. Oh, okay. Got any news for me? She thinks for a moment. Yeah, Damo's mate is in a bad way. It's a big ask, but he probably needs some medical attention. If you're the kind who can give it, don't know that'll be enough, though. Okay. You're new to this area, aren't you? Her tone is sympathetic. Mix a force of nature, like a cyclone or a dust storm. When he's here, you'll know. Anyone knows Battle Mick? Knows that that is true. Oh, you'll know, all right. Don't forget, he's the one paying us today. Come on, what's life without a bit of fun at your employer's expense? She pauses. Actually, don't answer that. I don't want to know. She spots some new arrivals. And would you look at that, right on time, if by that you mean a half day late. She waves at a sun-baked woman and an overdressed man walking over from where they've hitched their camels.
Hello there, Tina. Lovely as the day is long, as always.
We would have been here sooner, but, well, let's just say it's been an eventful day.
She looks frazzled. Certainly has. Had some excitement in the morning, had to deal with some diplomacy after that. Not a bad day's work, if I say so myself. I suppose introductions are in order. I'm Mick Jones, and this is Jess Brown. Runs Brookton's barter crew when I'm needed elsewhere. He studies you. So you're a new face in this crowd. You into forging alliances, or do you prefer to rough it alone? Working together is the only way to restore civilization. You've got to stick together if you want to get anything done. A group has more bargaining power than one person alone. I mean, I feel like working together. Oh, you're one of those. Well, it takes all kinds, I guess. I don't think you'll find civilizations too grateful for your help, though. She gives him a long, suffering look and sighs. On that note, I think I'll go check in on Frida. She gives you a friendly nod. Pleasure to meet you. Think of the quality of recruit you're accepting. Oh, this the quality of recruit you're accepting these days. Ellie gives him a one-shouldered shrug. He frowns. Though, speaking of new recruits, he adjusts his coat and nods to Misty. Young lady, you're looking well. Me, I'm off for a quick squiz at the goods. Gotta keep my hand in. Let me know when you're ready to head off to Brookton. No worries, we took care of Tina's pest problem, so we're free as. Scouts, free? What do I pay you all that good money for then? He grins at her. She shakes her head and sighs. See you shortly. It's an interesting... So this game is obviously not going to be well suited for someone in this kind of moral compass zone, which is kind of interesting. I wish you could kind of do more like humanist / nihilist. Like, more like tip it like more this way. I think that would be an interesting play. And maybe you can eventually. I don't know. She smiles and waves at his departing back, then speaks in a low voice. Must be our lucky day. We got old Charmer Mick. On bad days, it's the old bastard. She puts her hand down when it's clear he's not going to look back.
Let's finish up and get on the road.
Yeah, like, it'd be interesting to, like, see how that works, but... Talk to Mick to travel to Brookton. Optional. Oh yeah, there was a side quest though, wasn't there? Talk to Damo. I don't know who Damo is. Where's Damo? Gerald Meyer. Welcome to Kokobee, the energy source of the future. He gestures at the array of solar panels littered around his stall. See anything you like? I like you. Interesting. Bye. Come back soon. I was looking in on... I wonder if I can find... I don't know who Damo is. Uncertain. There's that kangaroo. Guess you just kind of have to talk to everyone? I don't know. Huh. Nah, we'll just keep going. You planning to stay long? Nope, heading back to Brookton as soon as we finish up. I'd have a lot more guns if we were staying out overnight. The food here is atrocious. Oh, well, okay. I heard that. Good. Just kidding. Tina can grill a roux steak like nobody's business. What else do you want to know? The mercenary is a real ray of fucking sunshine. Deadeye Mason? He guffs. Ask him about Meridian. Guy's a bloody legend in his own lunchbox. Who's a solar panel guy? Mr. Blue Flannel? He peers at him across the distance and shakes his head. I know just about everyone but him. He's new. Probably won't last long. You know what happened to Tina's brother, Noah? Not that I'm willing to tell a damn near stranger. He gives you a look. Anything I knew to go to Tina first anyway. Don't go meddling in family affairs. General life advice. You and Tina seem to get on. I've known her since before she could walk. You've never seen a baby so quick to grab hold of anything shiny. That's when I knew she was going to be alright. That's all for now. Alright, let's go. He grunts and strokes his chin, considering. Need to make sure we're all squared up with Tina before we roll out. He calls out loudly towards the diminutive trader. Oi, you no good swindler. We're gonna get moving. Any last Duvalakis you want to force into my pockets before we call it quits? She cocks her hands on her hips and stares at him right in the eye. I don't know, mate. It's been a long day. Not sure I have the energy to haggle with a stubborn old mule. He feigns outrage. Why, you cheeky ankle biter. I ought to... He starts chuckling. Right then, we're on the road. We'll see you in a bit, yeah? He gestures at you to follow. Come on, the sooner we get back to town, the sooner you can buy me a beer. As you prepare to leave, you hear her speaking tenderly to Sid. Come on, Sid, let's get you some help. Okay. I'm not sure how much longer, but I think I might kind of like save it when I can. And then, call it. I think I've done pretty well for today. This is a great game, though. My god. Need to find out about the voices, though. That is a question I don't know about the voice acting. Very interesting. Well now, he cracks his neck and gives himself a little shake. It's getting late, but here we are. You should have a look around town, introduce yourself to the locals. Never hurts to know who you're dealing with, especially if you're planning on heading out this way often. Thanks, I will. Come on, I'll show you around.
Let's go!
Yeah. Let's save. Alright. Okay. Quit. Oh. Well, that is excellent. Great graphics, music's good, voice acting is good. Yeah. Really, really interesting. 100% staying on the wish list. That's for sure. I mean, it's been on there for a while, but it's definitely staying.